What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be preparing some curry coconut chicken. I hope you enjoy the video as much as I enjoy the recipe. If you do, remember to subscribe and turn on all notification. Also share the video. Let's get started. Here I have washed my chicken thoroughly with some white vinegar and lime juice. Then I remove all the water and let it drain properly. So you can always use your favorite part of the meat, but I'm using the breast, the wing, and the rib. So I just cut them in smaller pieces, and I'm going to be adding my seasoning of choice. Now remember, you can always do whatever you want to do in your kitchen. So I'm adding my favorite seasoning. Just do the same thing, alright? So first I'm going to be adding some chicken seasoning. So I'm adding a teaspoon. Afterwards I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. Now I will list the ingredients in the description box, so remember to check it out. I did add some ginger powder. No, I'm not going to be using any fresh ginger, but if you have the fresh ginger, go ahead and use it. I added some garlic powder. I added some black pepper. Now I'm adding some turmeric powder. Now I like turmeric with curry, but if you want to just use a curry powder, then you can. But the turmeric is very good for our bodies, so I do like to add it. So I added a teaspoon of turmeric powder and also added a teaspoon of curry powder. Now I'm gonna add some salt. I'm adding a little salt because remember the all-purpose season and the chicken season has salt already. So with a spoon I'm going to just mix to season the chicken. You can always use a glove and season the chicken, or if you want to use a bare hand, but I don't like to use my hands when I'm doing curry because sometimes the curry can stain your fingernails, so I rather to use a spoon or a glove. So I'm just going to set my chicken aside and then I'm going to let it marinate. Before I do so, I'm going to be adding some fresh seasoning. I'm adding some thyme, I'm adding onion, I'm adding scotch bonnet pepper. I'm also going to be adding some some garlic. Now you can always add as much or as little scotch bonnet pepper as you like. I also added some scallion. Now just mix to combine them together. I do like to add the powdered season first and then I add my fresh season, but you can always just add everything to the bowl and then season one time. That's just how I do my thing, so just do it the way you do it. Alright, so after I'm finished mixing it, as I said before, I'm going to set it aside and let it marinate for about 10 to 20 minutes. To the pot I added some oil, about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You can always add your favorite oil. To that I added some minced garlic, like 2 cloves. I also added a tablespoon of curry powder. Remember, I added turmeric powder already, and I added some curry powder when I was seasoning the chicken. So this amount of curry is just fine. So just let it saute for about a minute just to bring out the flavors together, and then I'm going to be adding my chicken. Bear in mind that I'm doing this on a very low flame because I don't want the curry powder to burn. Alright, so after you finish adding the chicken to the pot, you're going to give it a nice little mix so that you can always just coat all of that chicken in the curry that you add in the pot. Even though you season the chicken already with curry, you still want to do this step. Now remember, I did not marinate my chicken for a long time, so I am going to just cover the pot and let it spring some juices off its own for about 20 minutes. That will enable the chicken to have a very nice flavor since it did not get to marinate. Alright, so remember to keep your flame on like a medium low, and when it's that time, then I return. Now the chicken did spring some juices, so I'm just going to proceed to the next step. But before I do so, I like to give my chicken a nice little mix, and then I'm going to be adding some more ingredients. Now I like to use warm water to cook my chicken. I don't like to use the cold water because remember, the cold water stops the cooking process. So I do like to add my chicken to one side of the pot so that I don't pour the water directly on the meat. Now I use some warm water to rinse the bowl. Then the bowl that I use to season the chicken in. then I added it to the pot. Now this is enough water. This is about 3 cups of water. So I'm just going to let it simmer down some more, and then I'm going to be adding the coconut milk. So to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. To my new subscribers, welcome to Tamara's Recipes. Remember to subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be the first to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. So here I am adding 1.5 cups of coconut milk. Now I'm using fresh coconut milk. You can always use a canned coconut milk, or if you want to use a coconut cream. So after you add it to the pot, because it's so creamy, the chicken going to look as if it's, white like the coconut milk. But after a time, when it start boiling, then it will have that nice color. Now I am giving the taste test because I want to know if it has enough flavor, the flavor that reaches my desired taste. So it did not, so I'm adding some salt. And I like to stir to combine the salt with all the ingredients. Alright, so over time you're going to see the chicken color changes, but as I said, you don't worry yourself when you see it look white. Now I added a scotch bonnet pepper. Even though I seasoned the chicken with some, it did not have any flavor because this pepper, it's not hot, so I did add some more. So bear in mind that you can add whatever you want to add to your curry chicken. You can add some Irish potatoes, you can add some carrots, whatever you want to add, guys. But sometimes I don't really fancy those things with my curry chicken, so remember, it's your kitchen, so you do whatever you want to do. Now at this point, my coconut chicken is all done. After I cover the pot, I let it simmer for about half an hour, or say 25 minutes then. So it's all done. It's looking so juicy and delicious. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Remember to give me a thumbs up, share the video, guys. I do appreciate the love and support. And if you enjoy the recipe and you try it, remember to comment down below and give me your feedback. I would really appreciate it. Thanks much for watching again, and do take good care of yourselves, guys. I love you all, and all the best in your life endeavors. And remember that God loves you and I love you too. Bye, guys.